Welcome everybody to basically this is our 22nd annual golf outing dinner auction, virtual auction we got. Second year doing it virtually. Thank you so much for coming. The Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation would not be where it's at today without all of your support. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I am elated to be here with Dan, my partner in crime.
I'm very excited to be here, and I was reminded before we started that this is my 13th year. So I haven't been here all 22 years, but I'm very excited that I've been here for at least 13.
Some people think it's a little too long.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. We love you. First of all, I have to say a couple thank yous. Some of our major sponsors, Dan, CNA has been with us for how many years, providing $10,000 every year. Unbelievable support. West Bend Mutual, thank you for everything you do for us. You guys are our 2 diamond sponsor. You've done a lot for us. It's amazing what you guys do for our foundation, and we would not be where we are without you, truly. Individuals tuning in, thank you for coming. And those that have already bid it, make sure you get out there, check out that auction, and bid. And all the volunteers. I have so many people behind me, help me out. It's incredible. Our board, the volunteers of the golf outing, all the events we do. I am definitely not alone, and I'm definitely not doing this by myself. So it's incredible. Thank you for being here. So, and least but not last, I guess, my family. Thank you for making me who I am and give me the support that I need to continue to do this type of fundraising.
So in the next 40 minutes, we have a lot to share with you. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have some highlights of some of the wonderful items that we have on the silent auction. Again, there's about 134, give or take, on there. That will close at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to go over that again in a minute. But I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to share a number of things. But first up, you get to start.
Well, you know, COVID's been a challenge. Everybody else has been a challenge. Some people might be a little video stressed out, virtual, and so I appreciate you guys being here. But one thing that happened a lot last year was this little guy. A lot of people purchased this little guy. For $200 last year donation, you got a bobblehead, and, you know, it's quite special. But what's scary is that I noticed it showing up a lot of different places.
Did it go viral?
It might have gone viral. Kind of scary. Let's see.
Hello, I'm legendary UW band director Mike LeCrone. No, I'm Mike LeCrone. Let me introduce you to my friend and lifelong Badger fan. Not him, Bryon Riesch.
Bryon because he plays sports with me.
I like Bryon because he's unique. Say, I love Bryon. I love Bryon. Bang, bang, bang.
Yes, she likes to bang my head. It's not the bobblehead, just me too. But, you know, watching that video, I don't know what's more disturbing.
Which part?
Well, not the, I mean, the fact that there's a mouse by me, or that I'm dressed up in badger clothing.
Well, the one on the toilet was a little strange.
That was too.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
All right.
You're right.
So this year, and if you remember last year, the bobbleheads started appearing once we started our show. And as you can see, they've started to mass. I'm sitting here with a lot of Bryon Riesch's. So we have something very, very special for you this year. If you donate tonight, between now and 9 p.m. tonight, if you donate $200 or more, you will not only get one of these esteemed bobbleheads, but you will also get, see on the screen right there, you're going to get a copy like this. It's all framed. You will see it. See there? You will get a copy.
This was painted live. Well, not live, but painted by Chuck Weber.
Chuck Weber did this.
Chuck Weber did
All right.
this. Lifelong friend. And, yeah, go ahead.
All right. No. The exciting part is not only do you get said bobblehead, if you do $200 or more, you also get this copy of that Chuck Weber print.
What else could you want?
That's amazing.
I mean, this is birthday presents, everything.
True.
I know. What's even special is that the original that Chuck painted
Yep.
is actually in the auction right now.
It's one of the items in the auction?
Is one of the items in the auction. Yeah, you can actually get the original.
All right. So if you wanted 5 of these at home tonight, donate 5 different $200 bids, right? It'd be a total of 1,000.
That'll work.
But then you have 5 gifts to give away.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
And you can put my bobblehead in your own toilet.
I think next year we should have take a selfie with the bobblehead or something, and we'll have a contest, something like that. All right. So again, let me remind you, we actually have a ways to go yet. But if you would do this for me, bring up the thermometer for me. All right. Right now, we're at $206,462. We do have a goal tonight and into tomorrow when we close the silent auction and the auction itself after the outing. We have a goal of $250,000. So this goal is achievable.
Definitely.
Yep. So we encourage you get in. And again, $200 or more, you do get a bobblehead. With that goal in mind, $206,477, wherever we're at, I encourage you. There's 2 different ways to get started. Number one is you can either go on your browser, laptop, whatever it is, BRPF2021.givesmart.com. There we go. Thank you. Or text BRPF 2021 to 76278. Either way, you can get involved with all of this fun.
Donate, bid on auction items, be involved.
And get a bobblehead.
And get a bobblehead. The foundation has really made a big impact. Not only here in southeastern Wisconsin, but around the country with the research and the people that we help out. And it really boils down to, how can we make a difference? How can we move one step farther towards finding that cure? And this video that we put together really emphasizes the differences that we are making right here and right now, right here in southeastern Wisconsin, and the difference we're making right involved all together with spinal cord injury research. So. Staying positive is one of the biggest things you can do with this injury.
1, 2, 3.
It's not easy. There are days I wake up and I am not happy. I'm not positive. But I try to make a smile, whether I'm feeling down or I'm feeling great. God, I look good. If you can keep a positive attitude, the world opens up to you.
I think one of my favorite things about Bryon is that somehow he manages to make it look easy. He'll make a joke, he'll smile, and suddenly you don't notice the chair anymore. You're just laughing, and Bryon's just there. He's really one of my favorite people for that reason. little bit about my background. I was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, and when I was about 12 years old, my mom suffered a spinal cord injury. As I got a little bit older, I had to ask myself, what is it that I want to do with my life? And I realized that the answer to that had really been in front of me all the time. About 6 years ago, I founded my own lab here at Marquette, devoted to the problem of spinal cord injury. And it's really a straight line from that up-close experience to what it looks like to live with the injury, and to the hope that maybe I can look back and say I made something of a difference.
My name is Shekhar Kurpad. I grew up in southern India. Then I came to pursue the American dream, which was to pursue higher education in the U.S. I was a young, I'm still young. I was a young, early investigator looking for seed funding for a crazy idea. And obviously, by virtue of being crazy, not everyone works out, but if you hit one home run out of 10, then you've made a paradigm shift. Without foundations like the Bryon Riesch Foundation, those sorts of things wouldn't happen. So following being awarded that grant, I got to meet Bryon. And every year, to the last now 13 years, I'm more and more impressed with him because he's very thoughtful. He's embraced his obvious disability, and he's turned it around in a way that most people don't or can't. And he's mobilized an entire community, and he's become an inspirational figure to everybody around him and for the cause of spinal cord injury. So I have the greatest respect for him.
When you look back at our history, we have made impacts along the way to many individuals and many institutions, and we are leaving a legacy right now, not only in southeastern Wisconsin, not only the people that we have here, but really across the nation and across the world with some of the success that the research grants that we've given out are now providing, to the success of seeing a kid smile because they've been able to roll across the stage at one of our events, to have somebody send us a thank you note saying, you know what, my life has absolutely changed because you provided me with a shower chair. I haven't had a shower in 2 years. Now I can do it. Those changes and those twinkles in those people's eyes, just giving them a little more independence means so much. And to know that you're providing hope for them through these research grants and these studies, and that there is a chance, there is a reality that, you know what, we may walk again.
Yeah, one thing that Bryon always says is how the injury can take so much away, but it does bring things to your life too. And one of the things the injury brings is your life starts to intersect with people that it never would have otherwise.
And so here's an opportunity to give to an organization that is engaged in the business of changing paralyzed people's lives.
And to see that full circle, to see it coming from people sitting in a room making that decision to chip in, to help out, it really makes me realize that what's going to get Bryon out of that chair ultimately is not me and not the scientists. It's going to be the whole community coming together, making that decision to help.
And to me, that sort of makes you smile when you go to bed. That you did something that was worthwhile, that changed something for humanity in general. In my opinion, between Marquette and MCW and the community here and the support, this is a world-class place based on other places I've seen.
That's so exciting. You know, you two and this area is one of a kind. I think we're just getting better and better.
We couldn't do this without your support, so thank you for letting us do what we want to do here.
Trust me, you're welcome. And just got to thank all the other supporters, because again, it's not just me. There's a lot of people behind me that have made this work. So I think together we're going a long way. Thanks, guys.
That is simply amazing. I love that. Amazing.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. Got to thank Tim Noonan and Julius from Forerunner for making that video. I mean,
All
it
right.
was really
Well,
incredible.
thank you very much for that. It's good not only to see updates, but it's good to see what effect all of the donations, all of the research, everything that's going on here locally is all about. Now, I have actually something exciting to share with you, all right? All right, can we go to the thermometer for just a second? All right, we're 212. While we're watching that video, we actually had Dr. Kerped come in and give us a extremely generous donation.
Can't thank him enough. That's awesome.
That's excellent. Now,
Thank you.
the number you saw a moment ago, I've also been told off camera while that video was running, we have an anonymous donor who's willing to give us $10,000 now, in hopes that it will get matched between now and 9 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
10,000.
10,000.
So between the
Which is pretty
10,000,
much-
isn't that amazing?
It's awesome.
All right, so 10,000. If we can get that matched, any donation. Now again, remember, this is like amazing. If let's say it's $200, it gets doubled, and you get a bobblehead, and you get the print over here.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm on a game show. This is great.
It's unbelievable.
Let's-
I mean, it's like Christmas.
I know. And if you gave two $200 donations, you could end up like me, sitting around with all these Bryon Riesches. Anyway. All right. So with that,
Might be
you
a
have some
little-
updates. Might be a little too many.
Might be too many. Might be thinking a little crazy, but it's okay. The foundation has really had a major impact on individuals' lives. From scholarships we give out to individuals to charitable grants that are really, really making a difference in people's lives. And what's really impressive is that you see those individuals that get scholarships that are affected by paralysis, becoming doctors and lawyers now, but also the individuals that receive charitable grants that are actually now wanting to give back to us. So, you talk about Jason Hall, that, he received a charitable grant to help put a ramp in his house, make life a little easier for him. Now he's come back and done a kayak for a cure, making a major difference in people's lives. That's just one example. It's an incredible amount of support that we keep getting back. Just get that ball rolling. Keep on moving and moving and moving and moving. It really is amazing. Now, BRPF really, really, truly is about having that chance to wiggle your finger, feel a little bit more, wiggle your toes, and take that first step. That's the ultimate goal. And we're going to get there. We are getting there through research grants, through the support that we receive from you and so many other people. It's going to happen. And I guarantee that we'll see something. I'll begin to walk. I'll begin to move. People in the future, this will be a thing of the past. And with your support tonight and in the future, participation in all of our different events, we're going to see some amazing things happen.
So, let's go back to the thermometer one more time, because then I want to talk about a few very, very exciting items on this auction here. You ready?
It's a great items.
All right, so we're at 213. That number keeps moving. And again, remember, we have that $10,000 challenge, hoping we can get $10,000 between now and 9 p.m. That will get doubled. I want to make sure, if you notice on the screen, we'll go back to that, some of the names get mentioned there. It's very, very important that you donate, and it's also very, very important that you bid. Now, I've got some very exciting things here, right? You ready for this? All right. I would like to share with you item number 209. On your bidding, GiveSmart, item 209. This is Brewers Suite for 22 people. You don't want to miss this super party. 22 suite tickets for the Brewers versus the New York Mets, Friday, September 24th at 7:10 p.m. The suite comes with full food and bar. Let me repeat that.
It's a bar.
It's a bar?
It's a full bar.
Full bar, all right. Full bar along with your host, Dan Knapp. And Bryon, you're at this one too?
Me truly. Well, I'm not even on the screen right now.
Yes. Well, we'll get you back on the screen. All right. Can you put Bryon back on the screen just for a minute? He wants to get it. Okay, all right.
I will guarantee you will have a good time.
So Bryon is one of the co-hosts.
Yes, I will make sure you have a good time.
All right, and then...
And thank you, Dan Knapp and Standard Electric.
Absolutely.
Incredible. That's a great
You
gift.
also get 9 gold lot parking passes.
Yeah, and I won't take one of those. I got my own handicap spot.
All right. You're very generous.
I know.
I know. All right. So the next item is golf at Lac La Belle. Now, this is golf for 4 with carts at the club at Lac La Belle. Includes $500 in food and beverage, 2 dozen golf balls. Apparently, that's if you're a bad golfer, you get extra golf balls. 4 golf towels, 4 soft-sided coolers. Now, the club at Lac La Belle is one of the oldest in our state-recognized founding golf club in America. However, the club including the golf course, has been fully renovated and updated. It's an American treasure. Again, donated by Rick and David. Thank you very much for that.
And it's right in our backyard. You're not
That's true.
You're not traveling
Not-
thousands of miles away.
That's right.
Southeast Wisconsin.
So it's a local thing.
it's a local thing.
There you go. All right.
awesome.
So the next one, and I understand you wrote the description on this one. Okay. Yeah. So this is item. We're going to pick on you for this one. You know that.
That's
don't you?
fine.
Okay.
Go for it.
Item 211 in the silent auction area there. This is a limo to see Double D.
It's not what you're thinking. It's not a strip club.
It's not a strip club.
No.
He just got that joke today, by the way.
I'm
All right. So this package includes 2 tickets to the Donald Driver charity softball game on Sunday, August 22nd at 1 p.m. to attend with David and Julie Crawford. The game is held at the Neuroscience Group field at Fox City Stadium, which is also the home of the Templar Rattlers.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
One of the best things about the whole thing right here is not only Donald Driver,
True.
but David and Julie Crawford. Great friends of the BRPF. And most importantly, David, I don't know, David's getting older, but my God, he is like a little kid. You will guarantee to have a good time.
So the Crawfords will pick you up at the limo stop, enter breakfast or dinner on the way home. You guys decide. Links are available in the limo as well.
Yep.
These aspects of the day will be arranged. Winning bidder. The tickets, again, available. Box, you'll see it in the description. 110 box row E. Again, donated by David and Julie and Brady Crawford and friends of the BRPF.
You got it.
All right. So next item, 232 in the silent auction there area. 232. This is called Tee It Up at the TPC. Your foursome can choose from one of 20 internationally renowned TPC golf courses throughout the nation. Again, you choose one of the 20.
Correct.
That could be Sawgrass, Point Verda Beach, Florida. You decide. It's donated by Travelers Insurance.
These golf courses, if you watch it, you turn on a golf course or a golf match on TV or whatever.
Yep.
Most likely it's at a TPC course.
Correct. So
These
you
courses
get the
are awesome.
opportunity to be there. You have to choose which one you want, though. Now, the last one I want to talk about before we move on is also a very exciting one. This is item 223. What?
And it's back again this year.
I know, you had it last year.
It's awesome.
Okay.
It's awesome. I
So,
gotta tell you.
let me remind you, meet the Marquette 2003 Final Four team. Enjoy the comforts of your own home while you and 2 of your friends, 3 total, Zoom windows to get Zoom with the key members of the Marquette 2003 Final Four team. Truly once-in-a-lifetime experience where you will not only get to meet the team, you'll hear some of their fantastic stories. You get to ask your own questions. You'll spend at least a half an hour with Coach Tom Crean, Steve Nowak, Travis Diener, Todd Townsend, Scott Merritt, Joe Chapman, Karen Bradley, Terry Sanders, and of course,
D-Wade.
Dwayne Wade. Mutually agreed upon date and time has to obviously put together. Again, donated by the Marquette 2003 Final Four team.
It's special. Not too often you get to meet those people, especially if you're a Marquette grad. You know, my alter ego, the Wisconsin fan,
Yes.
maybe not appreciate that as much, but
Well, don't tell yourself.
it's a great time though. Something you can't always say you've done.
True.
It's met that team, so it's special. We're here to talk about some of the events coming up.
Yep, we are. I think, is that me
Yeah.
or you?
That's me.
Okay, go.
So, let's talk about one of the things. The BRPF is not just about this golf outing. This golf outing is our cornerstone. We've been doing it almost 22 years.
Yep.
And since 2001, we've been founded. But our foundation really has turned into multiple different events that are making a big difference. First, we talk about Jason Hall coming up Saturday, June 19th at 1 p.m. On Fowler Lake. You can come out, get in a kayak, join Jason Hall, who happens to be a quadriplegic. he has a passion. He loves kayaking. Get out there. You come out, make a donation, enjoy some Mullins ice cream. You can do, even meet us afterwards at Cornerstone and have a drink or just have a good time. It's meant to be a great time raising some awareness for the BRPF. You gotta love it. So it's great. Coming up in the fall too is the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yes.
Ryder Cup. Now, if you're familiar with the Ryder Cup,
Yep.
you should be familiar with the Ryder Cup.
Yes.
It's Europeans versus Americans. And if you want to take up the challenge, golf 36 holes in one day, each 9 holes a different game. You're playing against another team, and it's very competitive. But we ask for $150. You can do it, but we ask that you try to raise another $500 or challenge yourself
Sure.
to raise another $500. It is an exciting event. It's very fun, and if you're a golfer, you'll love it. You'll love it. So come out, inquire. You can find more information on our website. And last but not least, we have our Run, Walk, Roll scheduled for October 3rd. Carroll University, great partner. And I got to tell you, what they've done for the foundation, bringing awareness and bringing all these people involved is incredible. Come out October 3rd. Help us make a difference. Get out there, run, walk, roll. I promise not to run over your feet. And last but not least, this year we had to cancel it again because of COVID. But Jenny Addis
Yep.
and our fashion show.
Oh.
Yep.
Has it been rescheduled?
Roll, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but there's going to be a video coming out shortly highlighting some of the great things that it's done, experiences that it's made. But Jenny's an amazing thing, and that fashion show next year, most likely in the spring sometime,
Okay.
is a fun thing to be part of.
Well, I look forward to that. So stay tuned for that. More information coming on that one. All right. I have something very exciting. I'm glad you gave me this one to talk about. You all should know Chuck Weber. We talked a moment ago about Chuck Weber doing this one right here. Did you see that? We had a little bit of somebody dropped us a wonderful note here. We just had another anonymous bidder donor
kidding.
at $5,000.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
That's our goal.
That should be close. Can we go
Well,
back to the thermometer for a moment? We're at,
Whoa.
wow, 219, all right?
All right.
Now, don't forget, 10,000's not in there yet.
Yeah, that's right. Well, no.
That's right.
No, we'll be.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're raising the goal.
All right, so anyway.
225.
All right, so we will
All
come back. We're going to go back to it in just a minute.
Okay, try.
All right, so again, I want to talk about Chuck Weber. He is the 24 national, international awards. He's done this one right here, which we've been talking about all evening, the bobblehead. He's been working with the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation for 17 years.
Actually, I think it might be 18 years.
Okay, 18 years. I'll change that.
It's amazing. I mean, Chuck's been a huge friend of the foundation.
Yep.
Amazing person. Obviously, incredibly talented.
Absolutely.
Incredibly
Now,
talented.
he has helped raise with his donations, his prints, and selling of those.
Well over $300,000.
Yep, $300,000. Now, this year, we're very excited. All right, item number 208 in your silent auction is. You ready?
You want to say go for it?
Okay, Hank Aaron.
Chuck will like to say, Hammer and Hank.
That's exactly how we'd say it. All right, so go ahead and show the slide there. Again, 208, Hank Aaron. This is Chuck Weber doing it. This is the original. Item 208 is the original. That is the one. Item, obviously, number 44 there. The original is up for an auction item. Again, 208. Now, something we've done every year, and we're doing again this year, is you can order, and it has to be before the end of the program, item number 214.
Yeah. Actually, we'll extend that to the end of the auction, which closes
6 tomorrow.
6 o'clock tomorrow.
6 o'clock tomorrow. So if you order, now these are $250 a piece. These are copies of that original. And we've done that every year, and we're doing it again this year. $250, you can buy as many as you want, but you cannot buy any more after 6 p.m. tomorrow. Before we started the show, we had several people that had already ordered them. So again, the original is item 208. And the copies, limited edition, in other words, after 6.
Yep, Chuck will sign it, and it's actual limited roll. I don't know. It's
Yep,
supposed to be
so that's item
making
number
worth of money.
214. All right.
Thank you, Chuck.
Yeah, again, thank you,
Personally, I am a little more slanted to the bobblehead picture.
Chuck. Of course.
But Hank Aaron's pretty good too.
It's your choice. If you donate $200, you will get both of these.
Correct.
That's right. All right, so can we go back to the thermometer one more time before we get to the next video? Okay, hasn't moved much. Oh, thank you, Paul. $1,000 donation there. Appreciate that. So we will come back to this one more time. We do have another video coming up. We will give you an update on that before we leave. With that, I'm going to pass it to you for a minute.
You know, it's amazing how many people we've helped out, and I can say thank you so much. And we might have shown this video last year too, but it really is very impactful. So many people have been touched by your generosity, by the differences we've been able to make, and they all wanted to say thank you as well. So I think it's let the video roll because I can't say it enough.
Thank you, BRPF, for providing hope by investing for cure in paralysis. As Bryon Riesch said, it's not if people with spinal cord injury would walk, it's only about when. Thank you.
Thank you to the foundation for creating a community of support for people with spinal cord injuries and their families.
This scholarship will help me pursue my career in architecture for the blind.
Thank you for providing me the opportunity to be part of your Fast and So. I really love that I'm able to get out and do things that I'm not usually able to do. And it's amazing to know that I'm helping other people.
Thanks to the BRPF, my lab is now able to test a pharmaceutical compound in chronic model of spinal cord injury.
Thank you to the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation for their dedication to find a cure for paralysis.
Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation, we cannot thank you enough for all you have done in fighting for a cure for paralysis.
I am so excited for this opportunity. Without this scholarship, I would not be able to afford my education at the University of Alabama.
Thank you, BRPF, for providing me a chance to direct a fashion show for individuals in wheelchairs. It provides positivity, confidence, and hope that there will be a cure for paralysis.
Thank you so much for the scholarship. It gave me the opportunity to graduate college and law school.
We want to thank the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation for providing us with a grant. With that grant, we were able to purchase an accessible van.
Your support has enabled us to move our benchtop research discoveries to clinical trials to try to help people walk again. Thank you.
I received a scholarship from the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation, and I just wanted to say thank you to Bryon Riesch and the board members of the foundation.
Thank you to the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation for the generous financial grant. I'm forever grateful. I use the funds to purchase a new lift for my van, which allows me to go to work every day and maintain my level of independence.
Thank you for all the good that you have done and the people you've helped.
Thank you, Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation, for providing hope that a cure may be possible. I truly believe that one day I will walk again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, BRPF.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bryon, and all your supporters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation. You're the best.
Thank you. They said it the best. You know, I truly have to say thank you for providing me with an opportunity to give back and make a difference. You've given true meaning to my life. This is really special. Thank you to all our sponsors, and thank you to all those who donated. I want to give a special thanks to Julius Formatter and Tim for helping put those videos together again, and all of you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just showing up, turning the computer on. It means a lot. Please do me a favor. When you get a chance, just share it. Tell people about the BRPF. Tell them about the differences we're making. Tell them about where we're going to go, because we're going places. We are going places, but we're not doing it without you. So we need you tonight. We need you tomorrow. We need you to keep bidding, and we need you to take part in our events. So help spread the word. Help be a part of this amazing organization. people involved and the people we're helping are absolutely incredible.
Thank you, Bryon. I want to remind you 3 things. Number 1 is I'm glad we have less videos this year because we're running out of room for the bobbleheads.
Oh, we got more that are coming.
Okay. Another video or more bobbleheads?
Oh, we get more bobbleheads.
Okay. So please, please, please donate $200 or more. We'd like to get rid of these bobbleheads. We want you to have some of them.
And the print.
Oh, that's right, and the print. So yes. $200, you get both of these. And we'd like to see you get them because right now we have too many of them, and we'd like you to have some. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, again, I remind you, the 134 some odd items in the auction, including those that I highlighted a few minutes ago, will be closing at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Don't forget there is golf tomorrow.
There's golf?
Yep. And then I have one last thing, and then I'm going to close it, hand it over to Bryon. So I'd like to go back to the thermometer one more time. Remember, we had that, we're at 219. That's excellent. Thank you. $10,000 will be matched if up until 9 p.m., but we do encourage you, please, please, please get in there. $200 or more not only gets you a bobblehead, but it helps everything that the Bryon Riesch Paralysis Foundation is doing. And before I turn it over to Bryon, I have to share with you my personal favorite 2 words for this last really horrible year. You ready? So my 2 favorite words that I share with not only the kids that I work with and that I move forward with in my life is adapt and thrive. If you can figure out how to adapt, you will thrive. And Bryon, you've done that. And your foundation is continuing to do that.
We've got no choice. Got to keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
This year's been tough, but we're making it work. It's, again, due to amazing support and help from so many people. I like it. I love it. Adapt and thrive. And we are thriving.
You bet you are.
Thank you for making that happen.
All right. So I think we're closing out.
We're out. If you guys want to listen to me talk and battle for a little bit longer, I can stay on, but I think they're probably done.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll see you next year.
Bye-bye.